This is Larry Henares making your day with the third part of an article I wrote, The Story of the Human Race. And we continue to quote. In the meantime, the market system evolved rapidly. Barter of goods became cumbersome and gave way to the exchange of goods via gold and silver coins. Even that proved cumbersome. The heavy coins were difficult to carry. Rich people began to build vaults for people to store their gold and issue receipts that were the first paper currency of their day. This paper money was accepted as a medium of exchange along with coins. The rich people realized they could issue with impunity more paper money than is backed by the gold in their vaults. These new bankers called it creation of credit, but it is plain stealing. Soon kings and national governments saw an advantage in this act of stealing, and they decreed that only they are authorized to do it, to issue paper currency. They called it deficit spending, but it is stealing nonetheless. That is why kings and politicians are rich and we are poor. Soon, economists began to theorize that the gold standard is irrelevant because there is not enough gold to sustain the volume of trading, and also because they want to print more paper money to raise prices, presumably to stimulate production. And so the United States got off the gold standard in 1970 and cheated the rest of the world by cheapening the dollar reserves of most nations. The Americans are continuing to cheat us by overprinting dollars, in effect calling on all nations to subsidize their screwed up standard of living, their fast foods, their obesity, and the food that they waste on animal pets. Sooner than later, the value of the dollar will fall, economic devastation should follow, and the nations will require their people to go to war, make sacrifices to keep the governments viable, and the rich ever richer. With all the complexity of business and national governments to account for, what was needed was the invention of the double entry bookkeeping. And that is the reason you are here today, my friends. You are here, but for what ultimate purpose? What is the ultimate purpose of the human race? To love God, to serve God, to be with Him forever in the next life, according to most religions. More about this after these messages. This is Larry Henares making your day with the third part of an article I wrote on the story of the human race. And I continue to quote. There in the beginning was Isis, the oldest of the old. She was the goddess from whom all becoming arose. Thus the first great religion was born at the dawn of civilization in Egypt. The cult of Isis built on the concept of the Mother Creator. The Mother Creator goddess was a tolerant god, devoid of bigotry and aversion to sex, democratic in her acceptance of all other gods into her pantheon. Ancient Egypt had over 2,000 gods in its pantheon, starting from Ra, the sun god. Ancient Greece and ancient Rome had a family of 12 Olympians and 30 minor gods or group of gods. Hinduism has one god in multiple forms, a total of 300 million gods, all of them on the principle of the Mother Creator. Under her benign guidance, agriculture and civilization was born in Egypt. Democracy, arts and science, and the dignity of man came forth from Greece. Justice, equality before the law, and civil engineering came forth from Rome. More tomorrow, my dear friends. This is Larry Henares making your day, saying good day, God bless you. Thank you very much for being with us. Till next time, hasta luego. Bye.